Welcome to the first week of Environmental Science 102. The major topic for this week is going to be how we identify and address environmental problems. I want to talk about three things right now, just as a quick introduction. First is what we're going to talk about in the first lecture, just an overview. The second thing is to just quickly go through all the material you're going to need to visit in week one. And the third thing is to talk about an overview of problems that we're going to address during the term. So in the week one lecture, which you're going to see as a narrated set of slides, I'm going to introduce the idea of complex problems and how we identify different types of problems that have values and degrees of knowledge. And then we're going to use this relationship where impact equals population, affluence, and technology. And that's not really an equation so much as it's a relationship. And that relates to this idea that these are complex problems. Everything is changing at once. The technology, the population, the affluence and consumption, all those things are changing. And then from that, we're going to see that we have, because it's a complex interaction, we have emergent behavior of the possible solutions, and we also have traps. And we're going to be focusing quite a bit on traps, and that's simply something that's easier to get into than it is to get out of. And because of this, because of the focus on the complex and the interaction, and especially the traps, I'm going to introduce this idea of addressing problems from multiple perspectives to try to get information coming in from different directions so we can avoid or at least acknowledge those traps. Now what you're going to do during the first week of the class is, obviously you're viewing this video, so you're in Module 1, and there's 8 things in Module 1, and in each module is going to be this intro video, shorter. It's going to be shorter next week, I won't have so much to go through. Then there's the lecture notes, you can just click through them, and then there's the narrated lecture notes, and the narration on those lecture notes won't be ready until after I give the lecture in the face-to-face class on campus. So it's about noon on Tuesday. And then there's a page of assignments, and this has the textbook reading, other readings such as in Wikipedia or Encyclopedia Earth, some videos, maybe some simulations. Those are the other things beside, that deal with the environmental science content as well as the text. And then there's going to be a set of learning objectives for each unit, and that is sort of the reason I put it there is sort of a review of what I wanted you to get out of it, but you might want to read that first, come back to it. That's like the 5th item. And then by Friday night at 11:59, you're supposed to take a content quiz. This is a multiple choice quiz of 10 questions. The questions might be difficult, but they're supposed to be straightforward and fair. And then after you take that, you should look at this page that's going to be called Synthesis Questions Examples, or Crux Question Examples, and that'll show you how I want you to bring together the content from the wiki pages and the other reading, along with the text, these approaches to solving problems, how I want you to bring those together. And that will be the assignment for Sunday night by 11:59 p.m. And that is to answer those questions. Those will be short answer, 5 points apiece, 2 of them worth 10 points. And then that's the extent of the work for the week. And then by Tuesday, you'll start all over again with Module 2 in this case. Now, the overview of the types of problems environmental problems we're going to be looking at. We're going to look at population, the demographic transition, and how that can be a trap for economic development, how environment and health and economic development are interrelated. We're going to talk about energy use, the efficiency, the sort of rebound effect from increased efficiency, side effects, impacts on society, and how technologies can help make energy more available and more environmentally friendly. We're going to do the same sort of thing with water. What are the water resources? How do we improve them for many people on Earth? And what are environmental technologies that help do that in an environmentally friendly way? And then we're going to bring these together by talking about agriculture, which is really the nexus between land use, energy, and water. And another problem we're going to address sort of along the way is the role of urbanization, the scale of cities, and the sort of technology you can employ in higher density areas than you can in other areas. So that's a quick rundown. What you should probably do now is move on to either looking at the lecture notes or wait for the narrated slides or read the text. But that's where you get going. Each module has these 8 things that you can work on. All right. I'll give another intro video that'll be a lot shorter at the beginning of Module 2.